So anyway, Songs of Syx. I've played it. I just played it just recently, not too long ago. Like a month or two ago. This is a city-state simulator. I think take Dwarf Fortress and just crank it up on steroids, right? We're not just making a fortress, we're making a kingdom. We can have multiple places out there in the world. It's a fantastic little game that's being developed by one guy who has made quite a thing here. We have a new update, which is alpha, or beta, I should say, 61. And this one has added in things like catapults and gatehouses and troops on walls. We can build like a proper, fortress. And yeah, so I thought we should do that. This one, you know, for Dwarf Fortress, you think, I got a big fortress. There's like 120 dwarves in here. That ain't nothing. Ain't nothing compared to this one, where you're going to have like thousands. I think the last one I ended up with 500 or so, and that was just a couple hours playing. So we'll see where we can get to today. And hey, Harley, how's it going? Yeah, it's Songs of Syx Monday. That's right. So we're going to try it out and see what an epic city-state simulator. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I know what's going on. Yes. Launch. No mods. Those cold horses should hang out with some witches. They'd form a cloven. Oh, man. All right. Hail, mighty despot. Okay. Now, this is a new update, so my old save does not work. Saves are broken, so we can start a new game, which I have no problem with. So we're going to go with a random game today. We'll stick with a small map. I think it's probably a good idea for my PC. We could try the 3 islands thing, or we can try... Let's do that. We got like an ocean on one side. We got lands on the other side. That's great. We're cranking the raids up, though, because it's going to be exciting. We're going to be the humans this time. And there's a lot of mountains there, though. Maybe we should go with... let's just kind of just generic map. How about that? I like it. So it doesn't necessarily look just like that, but it's a little bit off, right? Okay, so let's find a place to call home. I think we should pick a place that has a lot of trees. This place over here, Old Procton. I'm not opposed to going into a valley like that. 35% forest, 0 ocean. We could also do like an ocean front thing, but the problem is when you get ocean stuff, you don't have any materials. I would like to have stone for one thing. I suppose we go either stone or trees. You can see, you can't zoom in on the land, not that I know of, but you can see it there. So like fertility 50%, ocean 0, mountain 50, forest, and you can see the green bars there on how many deposits of each type there are. And so you can get kind of an idea where you want to build. You want to find a spot that has a lot of good stuff, right? And so if it's not the mountain's not going to have a whole lot of coal and things, of course. I think the first place that I had over here in Procton is a nice place. Look, Island of Lufu. Well, I mean, I don't know if I can resist that. Island of Lufu. That'll be our first conquest, the Island of Lufu. We're going here. This seems decent. Nice temperate place. There's trees about. I think I might go into this spot right here. Right sort of in the middle. We got trees. We have... looks like fertility is pretty good. There's lots of forests. Not a lot of open land, but we can make open land. No mushrooms. It's okay. We don't want mushrooms. This is my home. I declare it now. My name is Inigo Montoya. I killed my father. Prepare to die. Excellent. Soundtrack in this game is still fantastic as well. All right. So now we're sort of in a little bit of everything, aren't we? Look at all the food patches there are. Food everywhere. Okay. Red spots, again, are resources. So we've got, like, looks like ore over there. We've got some gems there. Or there's coal back up in here as well. There's coal there and there. I like this little lake. I like this little patch, like, right in here. We got coal nearby. We've got not a lot of stone. Well, there's clay. Stone's going to be a bit of a walk, but there's stone all over the ground here we can pick up. This little island would be really cool. I'm always up for living on islands. But I think this little patch right in here is the place to be. And you know what I think I want to try this time? We're going to build multiple spots. We'll build one main spot. We'll have little villages out there. We'll have this one. We'll have like a coal village. We'll have a gem village. We'll have, I don't know, whatever, island village. We'll try that. We'll see how it goes rather than just doing one giant town. Maybe. We'll see. I should probably still be next to the river here. Although all the land looks pretty good for farming. We might not even need the river. So I'm going to go just right here in this spot right there. Seems like a nice spot. So 10 humans. Let's go see what we can do. So first jobs. Get them trees out of here. The last thing I want to see out my window is a dang tree. I'll pick up some rocks as well. And we're also going to go and get some edible berries. Looks like we got some grain, more grain, some fruit. There's some veggies over there. Lots of veggies down here. Let's grab all that stuff up. And we'll start getting some farms started. We got to get the stuff to get our seeds so we can plant our farms. So we got those done. And let them go do their job. Okay, away you go. What's your name? Luthen? Luthen Felinus. Felinus? He's out swearing fealty. That's right. That's right. Go look at my throne and swear fealty to me. I like the sound of that. We have a dwarf, a Dondorian who wants to join us already. Come on in, dwarf. I could use you. Okay, so building buildings. Let's get some basic stuff. How about a well first? Well's going to go in there. They can go wash themselves or whatever they do. We'll put that there. And then I want to put a warehouse. I think a warehouse in first. And we'll do... Now, the warehouse wants to be... Depending on your species, subjects prefer different shapes to your room. Some like it square, others like it more organic. So because we're all humans, we like it square. But I guess if we had some other folks in here, they would think more in the lines of not so square. Interesting. So let's just do... Let's do a little bit of both. We'll do mostly square. Like that. When I say mostly square, like that. Now that's a warehouse. I'm going to put in a wall right in the middle here. Like that. That'll be our warehouse. Okay, doors on all sides. I feel like this would be like a hospital or something. And we'll make it out of wood's fine. Make it out of wood because we got wood everywhere. So we'll do that. Oh, we put crates in, right? Crates where we stick our stuff. Of course. There. And I'm a little wonky here. Here. Let's do this. There. There. Oh, look at it. It's the most organized warehouse you've ever seen, except for that. What'd I do? Why isn't that one on the lineup? Why? It's going to be a little funny. Right? Is that 5 and then 5? I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll just do that for now. Put more crates in there in a minute. Can access... Oh, they can't access those doors. Can't... Oh, yeah, they can't access those doors. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the problem. Okay, so we'll put another crate in there. Like that. There we go. So now I can get all the doors in. Okay. Yeah, it's wider than it is tall. Yeah. Okay, so warehouse is done. Let's go ahead and get a farm started up here. And I don't know if I should go by here or... Where's our fertility meter? I forget. Fertility 80%. And 93 over here. 93. 86. 80. Fertility 100 over here. Look at that. Kind of a little patchy. Where's my button for fertility? I forget. There's a button for it somewhere. seems pretty good over here. This is all like real good stuff. So maybe we say this is farmland. Yeah, somewhere in here. Let's start with some veggies. Big veggie farm. And we're going to throw in a grain farm next to it. Irrigation is a thing, so we might need to look into that. Is that the same size? I think so. Whoops. Is that 10 or 11? Looks right. There's a bunch of grain. And we'll get another a fruit farm over there. And then a... Do we want a cotton field? We won't do a cotton field yet. Humans like fish more than farmed foods. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get a fishery startup then. And we'll set them in. Looks like there's a lot of fish around here, so let's do this over here. Right about there can be fish land. And we'll put some storage in. So they dunk the fish. I think they dunk the fish in here first, and then it goes to the warehouse. And then the auxiliaries for efficiency. There we go. You can hold 4 workers. They like a organic shape. It certainly is organic. I'd call that organic. Okay, get to work. What are you missing? Edible vegetation must be ripe. Okay. Fruits are useful for human nurseries, though, and later grain for bread. Okay. I'm still going to tell them again to, let's do this. We're going to crank this up, so auto, immigration. So if anyone wants to join me, they can come on in here. But again, if they die of starvation, I don't want to hear them whining, because they had a whole world they could have lived. They chose to live here. Not my fault. It's a big warehouse. It's going to take a little bit to build that thing. Let's get my dormitory set in so they can get some sleep. That'll make them happy. Right here. And we'll set this guy over. I guess we'll put him over on this side. Now this one, they want it be boxed. They want boxy. Okay. I'll give you a boxy dormitory. I think it just has to do with the races. The like the humans, I think, are the boxy ones. There we go. We'll put our doors in on this side. All over. And then we'll throw in some beds. I think I'm just going to do that for now, and then we'll add more beds later on. We put our knickknacks in the middle here to make it nice and cozy. There we go. What a cozy place. There's our first dormitory. Careful auto immigration. Last time I did that, they started rioting. Oh, excellent. Excellent. If we see rioting, I consider this a success. Canton, thanks for the follow. Okay, so we're waiting on here. Just waiting for things to get built. I have lots of trees that have already been chopped. And once this warehouse is done, we'll put all our supplies in there. We'll get a better idea what we have and what we don't have. If there's any trees around here, we can go get rid of those as well. We'll get some stone floored all over the place as well. And there's lots of stone laying around just on the ground here. All this. Lots of stone. They're finally getting these farms done, which is going to take a little while. I can actually increase the fertilization by adding, like, this way, right? We can dig canals. And help the fertilization there. It's already pretty fertile, though. I think we're good. So we have one giant hanging around here somewhere. We've got 3... no, Cretonians are like the farming folks. So like elven farming folks, I think. The Andorians are the dwarves. We've got the Garthemi are the orc-like ones. Death and destruction. And then we have the Talapi, which are the bloodthirsty guardians of Styx forests. I mean, I guess they're like angry elves. No strangers to cannibalism. Make sure we keep each of them happy. And we can probably see that here. So you want... I don't know where we see what kind of buildings you like. They all want different things, of course. And then you are a little bit more towards environment. I like environment as well. Of course, we'll deal with religion when we get to that point. See the number of services with the number of brackets shown in daily capacity. Where's that at? Top right of the building's info when building or selecting its service bar. Let me do this real quick. So in my warehouse, I want to make sure we got 28 crates. I'll get there in a second. Let me get this done. Vegetables in there. Stone, wood. I don't have any clay yet. Oh, grain for sure. And I'll get a hunter here in a minute. We need to get a carpenter. Real quick. What's that? So you can see the number of services with the number of brackets. Available services 12. Oh, that's how many people are. Oh, available spots. Okay. Okay. What's the 42 in brackets mean? Where do you see that? So this guy. So there's 4 services. Basically means there's 4 beds available. 8 of them are being used. Capacity 48. Estimate how many subjects this can be served. Ah, okay. So it'll go. Ah. Okay, that's handy. So we know how many people actually. We'll know when to expand things. That's extra handy. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, let's get ourselves a warehouse. And they want boxy, do they? Well, no, not a warehouse. Not a warehouse. I want a not a warehouse. I want a carpenter. And we'll set him back over here. Decent sized carpenter. Give him a workbench. Can I put this like in the middle? Oh, yeah. Like that. Excellent. Auxiliary stations, we're going to go... Maybe? Maybe not as excellent as I thought it was. Okay, fine. We'll do a little bit of a bump for my auxiliary stations. Put doors on the end. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 100% efficiency. Doors are going to be down here. And put one on this side just in case so they can, pathfinding. It's supposed to be fixed in this version, but we won't chance it. Okay, we have a well done for cleaning. We've got a fishery. Does the well tell me what it does also? Services? So it serves 35. Okay. I like that. That's very handy. Okay, how's the farms looking? We need a lot of materials to get these things planted because they're big farms. But we have a ton of stuff around here, so I'm not too concerned about that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell them to grab some more. So there. Yeah, there's a bunch of that to grab. That's all my grain I'll probably need. A bunch of stuff over here also. Grab all that fruit down there. And a bunch of veggies here also. Which I think I already have marked. Thought I did. There we go. Now they're getting them planted. Does this say anything about that? Just gives me a yearly output of 361. Not including bonuses or irrigation. And irrigation, if I'm right, I have you here, Perfect Death. It's just digging canals, right? Just digging a canal through here would fertilize. That's the fertilization? Or is it a research we get that does that? Okay, those are all set up good. I do probably want to get a hunter set up. Any animals we saw running around? There's a bunch on that island over there. There's a bunch down here also. I'm going to set him up, like, down here. This will just be food land. One canal can reach 16 tiles around it. Okay. is it worthwhile since I'm already at, like, pretty high fertility? Is it worth putting it in there with a fertility of nearly 100% anyway? So that one, we'll put a door there and there. Put them on this side too. Okay. Extra production efficiency. So, yeah, well, we'll do it. So why not? I mean, we got other things to be tending to right now, but we'll get there. Well, actually, we'll do it just yet. We'll get there in a second. Once we have other things dealt with. Okay, and then this needs to hold some furs and some meat. There. There wasn't any mushrooms in this zone, was there? So we'll take the mushrooms off. No need for dealing with that. Fisherman, is he working? Yeah, there's fish right there. The big guys are fishing? Yeah. Wolf and Jag. Along with a couple tiny humans here. Okay, so that should get stashed. Those fish will get stashed in the warehouse at some point. I need someone, I guess, to work this thing to get that moved around. There it goes. And that's all good. That's good. What am I missing here? What other very important things am I missing? Could probably use a hauler. We'll need the mines, of course, eventually. I don't have a cotton farm yet. I think that's all the important stuff. We need to get an eatery here. It's probably the next thing to do. Let's go ahead and do that. And the dormitory is over here, so I guess the food should be ideally somewhere, maybe down on the bottom side, because we got to get... It works well if it's next to the granary. Doesn't have to be real big, though. It's probably big enough. At least for now. Coffee. Thanks for following. There we go. There's our eatery. Okay. Sometimes I dig a canal just to check fish efficiency and widen the canal to make high efficiency fishery. I'm out of wood. No, we got it. Well, I could really probably do a lumberjack here. Really anywhere around here. Let's see, the farms are there. Maybe we just got right over here. We could do like a little lumber hut. We get a janitor in while I'm thinking about it. He will live just like right over here, I guess. Actually, we'll share that wall. And then we also need to get the where was it? The warming thing. Thing keeps warm. Hearth. There it is. Right there. You see it whenever I was putting it down. Oh, that one. Okay, I see it. So yeah, service is 32 at one time, but it'll feed 118. That's very handy. Yeah, you're right. That's great. Okay. That's real nice. A bunch of trees getting grabbed over there. You know what? For now, I'm just going to keep on just grabbing trees. Is it useful to have a hauler hanging around? This also tells me where these roads would come in handy, doesn't it? Something there. Because when you went around here, obviously. Dormitory's there. Let's do something like this. Hylixian. Thanks for the follow. Does the kingdom have a chosen name? I don't know. How do I name the place? My name on the map is Ixbin. Over here in whatever my name of my region was, like whatever it was. Speaking of, what other factions do we have? Anybody? Oh, we have a ton of factions this time. Look at all these. Okay. We have a ton of factions. Whoever this pink is. There are lots of little factions on different islands. Can interact with you. Reachable, can be traded with. All these little islands have a different faction on them. Is this 35? 28,000 people. The Tivers Empire. It's over this way. Cool. Pix Pact. Way down here on an island, we got Melanip. So many different factions this time. Starless. They already have an army. 224,000 people in Blesbevaten. And they own all of this stuff. Wow. Okay. Alright. We have Barinia. Owns this little island over here. We have Athusa. This way. And I am... Where am I at? I'm right here in Ixbin. So we have a couple places nearby. We've got the free folk of Marinum. And we have the free folk of Flansbeck. So ideally, Flansbeck and Marinum will be mine. At some point. No attacking just yet. No soldiers. We can go and bounce over there and attack. Can I just like I can probably just talk with them, right? How do we chat with this region? Maybe I can get them to. Can I get them to join me without fighting? Is that a possible thing? Carpenter done. Grain farm done. Starting to run a little low on employees, I notice. The small octagonal icon in the top right and go to visuals. Okay. This one? Alright. The illustrious. Yeah, we'll go with it. No one ever uses that point, so I'll those points. The illustrious kingdom. Oh, I can't. Wait, wrong one. Which one? Small octagonal icon, top right. This one? Ah, I'm Squire Bob. There it is. Oh, same thing that was in it. This is the region name? Dave. Change it over here. Ruler name? Well, I'm not Bob. Okay. My flag? None of that nonsense. I can redraw this thing, can't I? Like, yeah. Here we go. There we go. All right. I would like some, I don't know, red, white, maybe a little black in there. There we go. Let's make it like, yeah, black. That's exciting. The illustrious kingdom. Or kingdom of Dave. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you're happy with what I put in there. Left mouse button to draw a hole. Left control to erase. Neat. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, it's a roundabout, isn't it? Mm-hmm. 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 Even without realizing, roundabouts all over. What happened to my janitor or my janitor? What happened over there? All right. I got some stone. Oh, look at it. Still working on things. New level has been bestowed upon your name. Click the throne for more info. Yes, please. One more one. What do we got? What are you calling me? Leader Nook. Kingdom of Dave. Excellent. We get 10% of people following you. They now refer to you as their leader. I got 50 people in this town. And this place only holds not that many. So we need some more beds. So let's build on the dormitory. Oh, there. I want to... How do I add on to this one? I want to go and refurnish, right? And I add in some beds. Yeah. There's a door there, which is why that's kind of an issue. Probably the best way of doing it, though. Like that. And then we'll need a couple more knickknacks, because it just isn't quite as cozy as it was. There we go. Now it's extra cozy. Okay. What do you want? You want wood? Well, I'll get you some wood. I should really set up that tree, man. Yeah, praise on Tinty. Silently. Excellent. All right, posture check. People are flocking to this place now. Let's get a woodcutter. Now this guy we put in... Let's go put him in over here. Lots of wood over here. Okay. Put a little storage in. There. Auxiliaries. There's a lot of furniture. Not very efficient. Maybe we should need more of these. It's a big hunk of trees. We'll just do that. Okay. Now I have a food. I have a warehouse here, which holds all our stuff. I do want to get a granary though, and I'd like to have it next to here. So maybe like a granary right in here to hold our food. Let's play around with. This is my favorite button. With this, and we go over here. We're going to say we don't want to. We can do this kind of shape. No, nonsense. We want an ellipse. Yeah, there's my granary. I want to go that way. Let's go like that way. There we go. There's my granary. Back to this one, and can I put the walls in there? Okay. Throw some crates in. I push them. I guess the doors could go in those little spots there. Yeah, I see those praise and tinties. Yeah. Oh, I got a dad joke. Okay. Request for a dad joke. One second. I gotta build a granary. I'm trying to figure out the best way of squeezing this thing in here. Not sure. That scared me. Stop that. And now with lime. Thank you very much. You don't have to stop that. You can keep doing that. I'm sorry. What did I do? Oh, this thing's wrong. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing that, but that's I figured out how to do it. Praise on Tinty. Praise on Tinty. Yes. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now that is a granary. We want a nice, I didn't put walls down. I didn't do... Did I do walls? Can we put walls on this thing? Walls. Auto build walls. There it goes. Okay, now we'll put doors in. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. Braze on Tinty. All right. Let's see. Okay. So earlier today, I was searching all over YouTube. I'm looking for my favorite U2 song. I looked, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Praise on Tinty. Nice timing. So I got a double. This is a double. You ready? This is a double. So Bono and The Edge walk in to a bar. The barman groans, "Oh no, not U2 again." There you go. So those are your 90s jokes. Is U2 still around? I'm sure they are. But anyway, I promise, there will never be another U2 joke on this channel again. This is my promise. All right. So anyway, back to that. I'm trying to think of some other. I'm trying to throw some other U2 song names, some Elevation or something. What the janitor named the Trash Man. All right. Where's my janitor at? I got 3 janitors. No work within radius apparently. We'll catch them when they come in here. Named the Trash Man. Okay, I don't know what happened to his building here, but you know what? I won't question it. There he is. Oh, you get the big guy. Jag? No. There's your Trash Man. He's a fighter. Natural born fighter. He's quite devout. I don't have any religion for this guy, so he's gonna have to just get over it. Okay, so we got this is being worked on. They're slowly working on it. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're just like cleaning up the undergrowth, I guess, so we can have more overgrowth, I suppose. I don't think you can permanently assign someone to one task, but he'll probably get moved around. But for now, he is the Trash Man. Oh, got another one. Janet. Okay. Where's my pause? So, Jan Etor. Excellent. He kind of looks like a Jan Etor. Yeah. Old Jan here. Jan's a little constipated. Speaking of constipation, we don't know how to make bathrooms. So, we should build a, where's it at? Where is my knowledge? I guess a library. We're gonna make a fancy library. I like fancy libraries, so I think we're gonna put that one in over here. We'll do a box like that, and then on the outside of the box, we're gonna put in some circles. Nope, not like that. Not like that. I said circles. Why is it doing that? What am I doing wrong? What did I do differently? Oh, okay. Like that? Yeah. And I want another one of those. I'm never gonna get this thing equal. Never. It's never gonna be able to do that again. I don't know where I was when I was doing it. Okay, so we want to start like here. That look right? No. I need to be one more over, I think. Like this. that right? That looks right. That's close enough. Off one to the left. Oh, I am. But I should be able to just do this. Nope. Hey? Yeah! Hey. Alright. Just for a little more crafty. It's still off a little bit. You're gonna have to just like, just be okay with it, okay? It's just a little bit off. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I see you worrying about it. I can feel your worry. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get so many comments when this goes to YouTube about it not being straight. Can I do like a long... Oh, yeah, here we go. That's what I want. Give me one. It's going to go in, like, right. I guess we just do that. There and there. This is a big building. There. Oops. There and there. Oh, oh, looking pretty good. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Almost like it was made to hold books. Which is not really a good way to fit the thing, is there? Made to hold books. There we go. A lot of wasted space here. I wish we put some shelves in here for our efficiency. Shelves over there. And, oh yeah, room over here too. I need more efficiency. I guess we can just do a bunch of shelves here. Okay. Keep the Dewey Decimal System in there. I realize that doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Okay, there. And then I'm not going to do any carpet. We need doors, though. And the doors are going to be right there. And we'll put some in on the side doors, you know? Okay, maybe not side doors over there. You're worrying again. I can tell you're worrying again. Just let it be, okay? Yeah, who needs symmetry? Queen of Blades. Queen of Blades. See, Queen of Blades doesn't matter. They're not worrying about the symmetry. And I appreciate that. All right, let's go. And what's wrong with over here? Oh, yeah, food place. So we need to get... I don't think I put fish over here because fish is a long walk, but we'll put everything else. I'll keep up to 1,000. We can have 28 crates. So we'll do that one, the meat, the veggies, I could probably put the cotton in there when we get there, but we'll wait. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And that's it for now. I have 8 more crates. We'll figure that out. And then this guy does not need to hold this stuff anymore. We'll keep fish in there, but everything else I'm going to dump out because we can take it over to the other place. It's actually full of grain. Yeah, get rid of those two. So you'll keep more of these and a little more fish, I suppose. I haven't grabbed any clay yet, but we'll get there eventually. We got 28 spots here. I need to grow this one a bit. We'll go get some coal. I'm sure we have some cotton laying around. We need to go get some ore also. And some metal. Oh. Okay. It's full. Hey, Drongo, how's it going? How you been? I forgot carpets. I didn't forget carpets. Carpets require cloth, and I don't have any cloth, so we will make those when we have cloth. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so all my food should get dumped into there. I was gonna go and do some. Yeah, let's do it now. Let's get some irrigation going. Water table. Do I need to connect it to a... oh, I don't. There's water under the ground. What kind of sorcery is this? Who's that? Thanks, Harley. This is the... Yeah, there's archers in this update. We got archers. We have catapults. We have a new pathfinding AI. And I think most of the big stuff was military things. I think. Hey, Moon Chili. Water means how much water you can dig up. Removing water will return it to the table. Okay. Is this doing the job of fertilizing things? By being there? Irrigation, 100%. I didn't look and see what it was before, but I'm assuming it was at 0. Okay, excellent. We have some food. We got some fish. I think everything's looking all right. We should... look at making... Well, we'll get some stone set up. I think I have some stone. I got a bunch of stone laying around. Let's go ahead and finish my wall, my roads. Let's do something like this. We'll do path down there. I'm going to go ahead and path everything around here. And let's get one going... So we did one around the... Yeah, we'll do one around the warehouse. Like that. And then there. Look how symmetrical that is. The janitor needs a road, doesn't he? He can go... well, you know what? We'll let him go to the well. Okay, and then we also need a place around this hearth here. Like that. I'm just going to make this back whole path here. Okay. We need rows of the library. What am I thinking? I'm sure there's other things I could be dealing with here. But where's my roads at? Roads. There. So we'll get a path going like through here to the library. Right to the front door, I think. We can have one go over here to the side door as well, because that's an important place to get into. And then we're going to go like this. I'm actually out of stone now. Okay, let's go dig up some stone. Okay. Yeah, it's right about time. Look at that. I think what I might do is, because this holds like 40... How many people hold? It holds up to... Where's my button at? This one. Up to 86 people. We're at 76 right now, so we're going to need to... we need more. So I think what I might do is just duplicate it, which I can hold left shift to copy it. Left control to click and build another one. Click to copy this. What's the difference? Thank you, save. You ruined everything. Oh, I just built... Okay, okay. I get it. I get it. So, That's that one. That's that. Can I just rotate around? I can. There we go. We've just doubled our room. Great. I love it. It's fantastic. So, what do you serve? You will serve 121 people, which is fine. So that eatery is fine. What are we missing? Wood. Wood. Got this lumber guy. Give me more wood, please. I think we're using it all in. Yeah, we're using it all in here. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see the ants get to work. We only have 76. We need more. More. I want to see lots and lots of people in this place. I'll need to upgrade the warehouse. Let me go ahead and do that while I'm waiting on things. So we need more crates. Can I get them in like that? Oh, I can't put them there. So I could do a bunch of these. I guess we'll do something like that. Ah, you know what? I made it wider than it is tall on purpose. I knew what I was doing. You were over there worrying, weren't you? Well, there we go. Okay. Swarm my fleas. We need more wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick tree chop. Okay. Use auto employ. Eventually figures out how many workers are needed. Is it not automatically on? I thought it was. Oh, it is an auto. Okay. Oops. That one is not. Most of them are on automatically. This one's not. Very nice. Got some teeth. Or Kurtak. Okay. Yeah, we should use that. Yeah, I guess some buildings, have it automatically on. Others don't. That one is on already. Interesting. Okay, we got a lot of work to do over here. My carpenter's gonna be very busy. I'm missing some wood. There's, it's only 3 guys in there working, but they're hacking away. It seems like it would work better if I had more people in there. I guess it's fine though. We'll let it be. I'm not gonna argue with the game. Let's see, we got another dormitory done. That'll give us plenty of room for people. We've got a warehouse done for food. We've got a woodcutter done who's supposed to be working. And we have another warehouse, or an upgraded warehouse, which now has a bunch more crates. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm going to upgrade that. We'll put the wood and stone up to 2,200. This is what? This is livestock. We don't have any of those yet. I need to go get some clay, I think. I think we're going to go work on that next. Because we're gonna need it. And I think there's some there. That's clay right there. Now, this is what I was talking about before. I think what I want to do is I want to build a little dormitory over here. We want a dormitory and like an eatery and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Avik, how's it going? Songs of Syx is great. I didn't realize the update was out, and I planned on playing other things today. And I saw you playing it last night, and I went and I looked at it and realized this new update's out. So here I am. Stockade for new employees. Set up an exporter to sell your grain. Yeah, I could probably do that. Might be a good idea as well. Let's try this. So let's put down. I'm gonna try this like a little area here. So if I'm doing it wrong, yell at me. But I'm gonna try to put in where are we at here? A small dorm over here. I suppose we could copy that other one, but that seems like it might be a bit much. Okay, something like that. Oh, I want my walls up though. Okay, walls. A nice square building. Nah. Let's put a little bump in it. You know. Now we need a wall in the middle there. Okay, there we go. This may or may not be my third colony of the night. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying there's a possibility. I had some rough starts. I may or may not have had some rough starts. I mean, today. Okay, knickknacks. Over there. Excellent. Serves 40 people. We only need 40 people for this clay. But we'll try that. We'll put doors. Well, that doesn't need that doesn't need a door. So let's put that back. We need doors where people can actually walk in, which I guess is that one spot. Oh, in there. Okay. Let's see how that works. How many people did you end up getting in your colony? What was your population at? I think the biggest I've played this game. What? This is probably the fourth, fifth time I've played this game now. I think the biggest one I've had is I've never hit. What's he do? Swimming out there? I've never had over 1,000. I don't think. So, one of these days I'll get there. I always end up getting to around like the 500, 600 or so, and then things kind of start falling apart. I think though with like that little meter there is pretty handy, knowing how many it can hold. That's going to help a lot. And of course the copy paste thing is great. It might save some time as well, or some headaches later on. I want to get in a eatery over here, but just a tiny eatery. This is just Clayland. The theme park of Songs of Syx. So over there, we'll put double doors over here because this is that. Playing pretty slowly. It's just shy of what you have now. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, like coming from like Dwarf Fortress and trying to figure out what's going on, and there's a lot going on. Fascinating game though. I remember I played this one whenever it was on like itch.io a long time ago, and this is around the time like Towns was going around and Stonehearth was, you know, dwindling away. And I remember all that he was talking about that he was going to be doing, like all his plans for the game, and I was like, there's no way. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or whatever, but there's no way he's gonna do what he says he's gonna do, you know. But he is, and so I think it's fantastic. Okay, we clay pit right in here, and let's do like this. But yeah, I mean the scope of what he was planning on, because a lot of times you get these like, you know, colony sims come in here, and you know they're just too much. Colony sims, I think they take a lot more work than some folks are prepared for. I think, and the things that he had planned. Yeah. Basically, it was at 4,000. Nice. Yeah, and there's so many of us, of the colony sims out there that, you know, that they start out with big plans and then they don't quite get there. So I kind of figured, you know, I could see this one going that way as well, but it's developing quite nicely. It's already miles above what it was whenever I played it the first time. All right, we need to get some clay in here. I need grain. So my grain storage is full, which is the granary here down this way, appropriately named. So we'll put in more grain there. I have all this grain. I need to make a baker. Am my library working yet? No, we need a lot more furniture. I'm gonna come in here. Slavers, no, don't go away. I'm gonna ignore the computer. I'm gonna tell them to employ more people. Because there's 6 stations. Maybe we should hire 6 people. What's that? Insufficient workers allocated. What do you mean? I'm sure that's just a red flag for no reason. So hopefully we can crank out some more furniture. I'm a little low on wood as well. Clean up some trees there. And back to work. Okay, dormitory number 2 is done. Well, we've got dormitory number 4. And then the eatery is done here. I'm going to auto-deploy this thing. So, ideally, if things go right, everyone that... Oh, it needs metal, doesn't it? Oh, it needs metal because of the auxiliaries. I forgot about that. Let's take those off for now. So we can get the clay pit done. And get some clay brought in. Where was the iron at? I don't remember where that was. That's not it. That's gems. What's that? That's ore right there. We can walk into there. So maybe well, I'm gonna observe this and see if this works like I want it to work. Thanks, Biggles. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna see if this works, like with the dormitory and all that. So maybe we should put a well around here. We can also see if we go to the path system. Here, it'll tell us kind of where they're pathing to, and of course they're walking down this way. We could give them a road, I suppose. Metal imports for selling the grain. Yeah, you know, that's another idea I was talking about doing and I didn't do. Let's do that. So we want to put in I want to export and import, I suppose. Put that one in there. And... But I just put it, yeah, an importer right there. Importer, exporter, you know? Oh, where's my Art Vandalay joke? And if I remember how to do this, I think what we do is we say export that grain. Where's that? There it is. I don't want to get rid of all of it. There you go. 768 is what you're going to hold. Actually, that's fine. You'll wait, whatever. Auto employ. And then over here at the imports, we're going to import some metals. Bring in whatever you want. Okay. There we go. And this place badly needs a road. There we go. Can't use the grain right now to the bakery brewery. I was wondering about that, if it was possible to, I don't know, gnaw on the oats or whatever. But okay. Answers that question. Okay, yeah, we'll just toss it out there then. That's my throne room. When I walk out my throne room, I just walk into some mud. And that is also unacceptable, so... do a little of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to 3 wide, and then I want to put down the torches, but they take metals, I think. Yeah. That's no good. I really want to see if I can get attacked. We could do a palisade, a grand wall. Stone wall, fancy. Uh-oh, my auto mod went a little nuts. Did it delete every message? Uh-oh. Yeah, for posting links, sorry, you need to be a subscriber for that, because I did that a little while ago because of spam nonsense. So I apologize for that. If I remember right. Oh, you know what we can do? We can do this. And then we can go... How do we do this? Brush? Does this work, or is it just draws it? We want... Can I line... I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's what we want. A 3 wide line. Look at that. All the way over here. That we want Maybe one more. There we go. Okay. Is that a moose? Okay. Let's go with them. I flagged itch as a link. Oh. Oh, weird. Sorry about that. There you go. Yeah. Praise, just give Ontinti a bit of praise, and then everything will be okay. Yeah, it's had a good soundtrack since I can remember playing it. It's always had a pretty good soundtrack to it. I love it. It's good stuff. Praise Ontinti. There we go. Excellent. All right. We should make something else. I really need to get this thing done, but I guess we're almost there. What else are we in desperate need of? I can get a weaver once we can start doing some cloth, I suppose. I have the clay pit, which I'm not going to do anything with just yet. Here, let's get a cotton farm. Throw it in over here, and that road's going to be in the way. My farm. We'll do it over here then. There we go. There's our farm. Like that. It's fine. We can do a little bit of canal digging. Like that. Okay, so that'll give us some cloth. Oh, you know what else we can do? We can also do husbandry. We have other things out here, so let's get one of these guys. These will give us cloth also. These animals grow cloth. You know, like real life. Like that. There's our pen. And we put a gate in here. We'll stick a gate like on this side. I don't remember how this goes. I think it goes like that. Yeah. And then we need a way. I forget how this one goes. Is that it? Is that done? Okay. So we can see those sheep in there. And they should pretty much automatically be taken care of. It holds 43 sheep. That will give us cotton and meat. Mutton. Get our stone road going this way. Like there. Ooh. Paths are a little messy. Okay. A lot of people are digging up some clay. It might even be a good idea to have another exporter just to export that clay out of here. You know, one thing I didn't think about is they're going to take that clay and I'm going to have to haul it way down there to the other warehouse. So I should probably build a little warehouse over here. Tiny warehouse. Just to hold my clay. Thanks, Gout. I appreciate that. I always forget about my Prime sub. In fact, I usually remember it whenever I do a, whenever I raid someone. And then I remember, oh yeah, I have that thing. So thank you, those of you that remember your Prime subs, thank you for not being like me. Okay, we got the clay pit done. There's 19 people working here, which seems like a lot of clay. Especially since I don't have a spot. Well, I got 62 clay, but this is going to hold a bunch more clay. We'll put it all in there. I think we're going to sell it. I think, like, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to have an export depot up here. And just get rid of that stuff. Oh, I want to show one thing that's pretty neat here also. Let's stick this guy. Let's stick him right here. That's not, doesn't line up very well. Right there. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll make sure it does the clay. And then I'm going to show you something. It's very cool. So just wait for it. As soon as it gets built. Yeah, that'll all be clay. Let's throw the clay out wherever it needs to go. Do I have any metal? Is my trade working? I have a lot of meat here too. I don't have any metal. The export depot has well, export depot shouldn't have any. The import depot should have some. Okay, so I want you to export clay, wherever that is. There. How much of export stock will be exported by the buying factions? Top, right? Export 100% of the stock. Yeah. Okay, so all that stuff will go away. This warehouse is going to hold... I think it's just going to hold only clay. Maybe we'll have a little bit of food in here. Nah, we'll just do all clay. Clay, there it is. Yeah, just hold all clay in there. Get the clay, throw it over there, get rid of it. So, the cool things, we'll slow this down here so you can see it. But, so here I am. I'm in Dave. And you may notice that we're going to have traders going in there. And they actually use the map. There's a trader right there. Caravan right there going to Verix. Wherever Verix may be. Over here. And the traders, you should see them actually come in here, come to my place, and then take back off. I think we can trade as well. I think it's all done kind of on its own though. I don't think there's we set those trade routes up, and I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully someone makes their way over here though, because we could certainly use some trade. We should see some things other than boats. Moving in, and this is a very boaty place. Pink here is growing, right? They didn't have this one down here before. Wendy's. They didn't have that one. There's one there sailing by. I was hoping to catch one, but oh well. I'm not sure. These might be mine. I'm not sure who's. But anyway, it's neat. Because you can actually see them coming in. I think it's neat anyway. Okay, we got 91 people in town. We need more. And we can do that by making people happy. These guys aren't real happy. What can I do? You want your food needs are not so happy. Let's see if I can do anything about that. I don't think I really can until I get... Oh, it's done. Okay. Okay, fine. I think it just finished. So now we're getting some people in here. Now we get some knowledge, which is that one. Nope, that's prisoners. Knowledge, the beaker. So with knowledge is right there. Basically, just adds some points. We use the points to buy new stuff. Things like improved fishing, or selective breeding for our animals, or better farming. We can get mushroom farms, for instance. Let's see. We want to get this combat training, administration. I want to get improved library performance, civics. We want toilets. Actually, I can do this one now. Yeah. Yep. So we need toilets. And we'll have to get some spirituality and all that stuff. That'll make people happy. For churches and things. Refining increases that. Improve storage in different ways. That just unlocks the graveyard. When do we get the temples? Is that down here? The crypt. There they are. Temples are down here a ways. Where's the other cooking things? Paper maker, woodcutter. There's a clothes guy. There's a carpenter boost. Is that it? Canteen. Okay, so we'll get a flat house next, then we'll get a canteen, then we can get a tavern. That'll help a lot. Tavern will help out. That's what I was. My bottleneck last time I played was people weren't happy, and Actually, you know what? The dev popped in a chat and told me I wasn't doing, and I didn't do it this time. I didn't think about it. I forgot all about this. What was it? Where was it? Entertainment. We want entertainment. And he was right. He was right. The dev was right. You put in a bunch of entertainment, and everyone, and the immigration skyrocketed. And so we should look at getting entertainment as soon as we can. I'm going to put some toilets in here, though, first. So let's go ahead and do that here. We'll stash it, I don't know, over here somewhere. Doesn't need to be giant, but I guess we'll do something like that. Actually, that's just a waste of wall there, isn't it? Like that. We need some latrines. That. We'll put some sinks in here also. Like that. And then we want doors. Okay. Yeah, them devs are wily. Speakers and easy 50 services, cheap to make too. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one we had. Where is that one at? Speaker. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. I also have Civics, which gives us a stage. We could also do. Let me say my other points. It's rolling. Those points are rolling in quick. There's bartering. Better woodcutters. I don't even know what I need to get first. So we're gonna get these speakers and put them out here, and that should help out a lot, I think. Which are in here in entertainment. This guy sort of sits on the corner or whatever, right? Put one there. We'll stick one over here in front of the library. Okay. Basically, someone just standing on a stage there just yelling at people. And that should have a big impact on morale. Especially these dwarves over here, kind of cranky. It was only once per day for 50, and now it's 20 services with 108 daily. Serves 108 people. Okay, so this is serving 300 people, these three things. Any more stone? Down there, and there's a bunch up there. Okay, yeah, import that stone. Or metal, I mean. Which we still have none. Do I have it in the warehouse? Yeah. It's just not. Why is there no trade happening? Are we exporting? How do we know how much? I can see the buyers. No. A new one. This is there's a new update, so the old stuff is broken. Old saves are broken. How do I know? I know there's charts here. If I remember how to get to them. Let's see. Where do I see my charts? I forget. Ah, there's one. I was looking for fertility. There it is. Path usage. Okay. Oh yeah, they kind of want a path over here, don't they? Maybe. Workload. Noise. I forgot. Yeah, noise is a thing too. Keep noisy things away. Click on resources on the right bar shows the graphs. Ah. Okay. So grain. So what do we see? We're producing. There's earnings. So we have. Yeah, we're exporting the stuff, so we are making money. Okay. Iron. We've brought in nothing. Hopefully now we got money though coming in. Maybe that'll help. Don't have enough credits to buy this resource. Done in increments of 32. You need at least 1184 to purchase this batch. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. And then the clay should be going out as well. We're selling it for $1. And it is going out, so that's fine. Okay. Crank it back up. Get these bathrooms done. We need more furniture. Always need furniture. I may need to go and make another one of these guys. We're always 100% workload is that too high? If I click on you, can I tell? Level bestowed upon you. Hey, I hit 100 people. All right. Let's do another one of these because I'm always short on this. I suppose we could just expand the place out this way. I think it's probably easier just to go and we'll auto-employ this one. And then like shift click. And then put it in like there. That's where my door is. Flip around. We have a second carpenter there. Yeah. We may actually put doors. I suppose we can put them in there. That doesn't matter. So carpenter number 2, which will give us plenty, hopefully, of furniture. The granary is looking all right. Food seems to be okay. We're a little short on fish. Veggies are fine. We have tons of leather. We should do something about that. Let's go take a look at this. So I can get a flat house. Unlocks rooms that yep, services are subjects. I think that's a new thing too, isn't it? With the update, something with a flat house. We can get a canteen as well, and I still have 100 points left. There's the tavern. There's a graveyard. Trying to decide what I want. There's the smithy. That would be nice to have. Better farms. Always good. Better pastures. The administration stuff is something I haven't messed with either. We haven't got to that point yet. We'll get a stage. And we'll also get guard post dungeon. And we can get what's the word? Gallows. Okay, so we've got they're yelling at folks, and look at that population skyrocket now. He's up there just yelling at people, and it's doing wonders for us. So let's get more a stage, and this is bigger, right? We want a bandstand, of course. It's going to be right over here. I don't know where. Right there. We'll get a little pavilion's even bigger. Over here. Okay. We'll put a booth in also. I don't need all this stuff. This is too much. But I want more. Right there. Okay. Do I play strategy RTSs? New release from two-man dev team that I like a few days ago called... What's it called? Called Line War. Line War, yeah, I've played a little bit of Line... Well, I've seen some things on Line War. It's only multiplayer, though. It looks really cool. The way that it... I think it looks great. And I want to play it. I want to do a video on it. But it is multiplayer only. So, I don't really do multiplayer games. So when they get if they get a single player update, I'll definitely be playing it. Showing it off here. All right. Have a good one, Scold. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out again. Okay, so we have the available 84 in each one, right? So we have 160 people. So we're at our limit here. So I should make some more of these. So let's do another round of dormitories. I think we'll do them up this way. So we're still kind of in range of like my eatery. We can put them down here. Granary's kind of in a bad spot. Let's put them here. We'll do like a 3-fer. We know what we could do, like a giant one. Did I build that off? Whoops. There we go. That's fine. So a giant. Well, yeah, we'll get a giant dormitory. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate my eatery also, like that, for more food. I'll make another one of these also. Right there. You know, you can eat next, and you go poop next to it. It's great. My warehouse might need to grow at some point. That's fine right now. Janitor. I can't copy that. It's also kind of nice because they're going to do it like in little patches. I think it's great. The farmer, or the hunter, I mean, can go. We can have another hunter up here. We got this whole patch here. Why don't we put in a couple more things? He'll have him hang out over here. This place can actually, whoops, can hold maybe a little bit of. Do I really want it to hold meat and furs? Eh, why not? They'll get hauled around, but for now, just do that. There we go. The one dormitory is done already. This will hold a ton of people. I need to go upgrade my farms, probably. I probably don't have enough. So let's get another farm in here. We got a veggie farm to kind of squeeze in this little spot here. And we'll throw another one. I'm going to keep them down here. Oops. Okay, that gives us another 197. Those must be connected. What? You must be connected. Oh, because I did that one. Okay. Let's take a look. Veggies. We're still going up. We're still making veggies. Looks like fruit is still fine. Meat's fine. So we're actually doing fine on food. Surprisingly. The fisherman can grow when we need it. Oh, we need nice stone blocks for that. Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't think I can do that. I'm not even sure who does that. Stone mine gives us... I got a lot of research here. What's that? There's the baker. And the brewer. That'll help out also. Paper. We don't need paper yet. Paper, I think, helps out these guys, if I remember right. Go ahead and get a smithy also. Okay. So. Get a baker. And my grain farms are all down here. All my food seems to be down here. So I think the baker should be down here also. And I'm going to stash him in right here. A nice L-shaped bakery. I could go for a bakery. Alright. Oven's there. And there. We'll put some storage in here in the middle. Okay. Some auxiliary ovens for efficiency. Not enough efficiency. Not sure if I can get any more than that. $77 is all we're going to get. I guess that's okay. We need metal for this thing. Oh, wait. Are those what needs metal? What needs metal? Everything needs metal. Do I have any yet? I don't have any still. I don't really know what to do about this lack of metal. Hey, we'll try it. I don't have any metal. But I just got a smith, didn't I? I don't have any ore, though. Where was the ore at? There's some over there, it looks like. Is that ore? Yeah. Look at this. Can I tell them to do it this way? No. It'd be wiser to go to the bigger one. Oops. It's way up here though. There's one over here also. Can we get over there? Yeah, we can walk around. Well, nope, we gotta cross the river to get to this. New level again? Cool. This one just seems way better to get. So let's get this one. Ore, right? Yeah. I remember right, the auxiliaries here require metal. Which of course I don't have. Yet. Am I right about this? Yeah. Early metal basically needs a lot of imports. Yeah. So we'll do that for now. We may need like a little house over here because it's going to be a long walk. It's going to take all day basically to get over there. Well, let's just see how that works. For now. We need coal. Coal's real close by. In fact, I might just tell someone to go ahead and start digging in here so we can get there when we need it. Nice patch right in here. Is there ore there? That's all coal, right? Coal deposits. Okay. Need more wood. Clear this area out here. Who's working in here? 15 people working in here. Is this effective? Get those trees chopped. 203 puts me at rank what? I am level... I'm a major. Major Nook. Alright. What do I get? I get bonus happiness. Cool. Those trees get chopped down. That's cool. Alright. How are we looking on the world map? Anything exciting happening? Pink guy's growing anymore? Nope. It's all the same. Praise on Tinty silently. Yes. I got a smelter now, right? I have the ability to make that. I'm going to need charcoal for that, but I can get charcoal. We're working on that. The brewery's being made. Again, needs metals. I probably can't do the brewery. I can't. That's bakery's. I can't make a brewery probably either. Do you take metal also? You do. Praise on Tinty. Smithy also needs metal. Everybody needs metal. I remember this being a point. A weaver needs metal. I have a hauler. I should get one of those. Doesn't work like I thought it did. Hang on. So we just set... Oh, I get it. So we just set up a... where's that? Logistics. So, fetches a certain resource and hauls it to a location good for moving resources great distances. Haulers are free to construct. Must be placed on clear ground. So, like if I set that up here and I put metal on it, they would grab the metal and bring it over. I get it. Okay. Like if we had to move things for some reason. Makes sense. Okay. I have one ore. One ore in stock. We're going places. Subjects have had enough of your rule. They have risen up, determined to show their displeasure by murdering and vandalizing. The only way to quell these rebels is to calling in the military. Guards will also do their fair share. Riots will all subdue naturally without action. We have reports of 10 rioters. Following species have joined. The Cretonians, the Garthemes, and the Talapi. You know what? I think I don't like that. Where's this rioting happening? I'm not okay with this. I don't see any rioting. Everyone seems to be fine. Is it the red blinky guys, maybe? Nope. This guy. Nope. I don't know who's losing their minds, but whoever it is, I'm not happy about it. I would like a... Didn't I get... Not an army supply depot, but some sort of a dungeon thing. Oh, I make a canteen. Oh, a flat house also. Canteen. Canteens step up from my eateries. They offer better tasting food and places to sit and socialize. Acquire coal. We'll just leave that. You know, they'll get over it. They want it to be a little bit weird looking here. Cooking station and some tables. Not quite. This could almost be perfect. Almost could be really good if it was lined up right. Almost could be. Could be really good if I set this up right. Okay, what if we do this? That. It starts at 18. Not really a lot. Takes a lot of metal. That does everything. Need coal to operate, but we're about to get some. This guy's over here on this side, and then we're going to come over here and grab this coal, which is right here. There's a whole bunch of it just laying on the ground here. Can I do it without metal? That's the real question. Coal mine needs metal. Maybe it doesn't for auxiliaries, or only for auxiliaries. Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. Yep. Okay. That'll do. Okay. We'll do that. That'll make them happy. Hopefully happier. That will make them happier. What else can I do to make them happy? So, Talapis were mad. They're always mad. You, Garthemi, were also mad. What's wrong with you? Loyalty's way down. It was way up for a minute, and then it just dumped. What happened? How many kept going down, down, down? It's like they were like as happy as it could possibly be. And all of a sudden, everything dropped. Services went down. What are services? Riders have had a taste of your might and have laid down their arms. Okay. What services are you not getting? Wells are bad. Oh, I need another well. Everything's getting a little bit overpopulated, I think is what's happening. So let's get a duplicate. Let's get a couple wells. This one only serves not enough. 35. Yeah, we're a little behind on the wells. Oops. Put one right over there. Look at the one over here also. So that's what do I do? 4 more, so that's 120 more. Automation raises up expectations. Let's just make this well land. Oh, wait, not there. It's too close. Nice. There we go. Okay. Well, I was a little mad about this also. Is it too much? 48. Yeah, they're a little much. So, more bathrooms. Over there. We'll give these guys one up here. Praise on Tinty. Praise on Tinty. Yes. Yes. Oh, dad joke. Oh, did I miss a dad joke? Sorry. I'm not paying attention. Put one over here at the back of this place also. Okay, there we go. All right. What do I have? Let's see. What's good stuff? So this joke is for the Americans out there. So you got to be careful when going to see when you go buy tickets to Doctor Strange. Make sure you're careful because I went and it wasn't until later I found out that Doctor Strange is out of network, and my ticket I thought it was going to cost me $12, ended up costing me $5,000. So I'm sorry. As I was saying it, I was like, this is a stupid joke. Okay, there you go. That one is off, isn't it? Oh well. That's for you, you American health insurance payers. That's for you. I need some stone. All right, let's get some rock. There we go. So what do you serve? How many? Service 50. So we got 3 of those. So that's servicing 150. We still need more of those even. You're servicing 80. So we're actually there, I guess. Thanks, Sinu. Thanks for the follow. Okay, food is we still have plenty of food. We don't have a lot of fish, though. Maybe we should get more fishermen. I can just upgrade this, right? We can just go expand. Down here also. Good fishing down there and some good fishing up here. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I think the demo did just get updated to 59. Yeah, about a year behind. Metal. We're not making any money. Did I sell all my grain off? Like I did. I may have to sell my leather. Nah, we'll switch this guy over. Start exporting some leather and make some money. How much is leather worth? $3? Okay. I would love to see someone come up and buy my leather. I want to see a boat head my way. Oh, oh. Somebody's heading out. Bound for Rania. He's got 10 clay and 12 leather. There he goes. Excellent. Excellent. Now we know things are going right. That was the boost I needed. These guys are very unhappy. First 59 was the procreation one. Speaking of, there's graveyards. Let's go ahead and get a graveyard one done. And what's this one? Unlocks tree. Sure. And we can put statues in. A statue pillar. Crypt. Let's work our way up to the temples. I'll get a tavern also. Well, we carry that. Metal smelter. I'm starting to get a little bit of ore in here. We got actually quite a bit. 200. So let's get a metal smelter. Probably gonna need charcoal, isn't it? We'll throw him over back here. Walls out there. Maybe make it out of stone. Might be a better idea. Okay, furnace. Cool, just one more. Because we can do... Oh, we can't. Okay, furnace over there. Put some storage in. Usual thing. Okay, we need a lot of stone. But that's it. Here and that way and over here. Yeah, that got done quick. That will certainly. We got I said a lot. We have 13. I was thinking we have a lot of coal that's come in already. That's working quick. Cool. Hey, Rob. Temples will need sacrifices. Easy one is livestock, so you want some pastures to get animals. Okay. Get some pigs, because either the sheep. Let's get some pigs. Okay, get some more stone. Went to the Heroes Out Steam page. Nookrium is live developer broadcasting now. Yeah. I'm on a. I'm in a few places. I'm there. I think I saw. I'm on. Yeah, I'm on a few places. All over the place. You just can't get rid of me. Getting hankering for Backpack Hero again. Have you seen some of the new stuff that they're adding in? The Kickstarter, I think, just ended for that one. And it was like incredibly successful Kickstarter. And I think it's I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. The like the graphics, everything has changed where it looking extra fancy. Actually, I have metals coming in. Metals are coming in. Can you believe it? Coal there, or good. Yeah, all looking good. Yeah, a lot of times we'll have devs that request. Oh, it needs pottery. That will requests putting our streams on the stream page. I didn't really think anything of it. Like, I didn't think, you know, anyone really cared about the Steam page, but I did a like a YouTube poll, you know, and it seemed like some folks seem to use it a bit. Not a lot, but you know, a little bit. So, you know, it's only extra stuff, you know. Graveyard out here. I anticipate needing a lot of graves. No reason why. And I'll be backwards. Oh no, we'll put trees back there. I'd like to do like, yeah, that. Oops, that. Not a lot of respect around here, apparently. Now there's some respect. See some flowers. Okay. You know what this graveyard needs? It needs a fence. I don't want to build a fence for a while. Finally. I have an excuse to. Can I put a gate in? We'll just leave it open. To there. Here we go. Graveyard with a fence. I've never had anyone that put my video up without asking permission. Typically, I have to send them the video. I'll download it and send them the file for them to be able to put it up there. At least I've never seen anyone use a video of mine without asking. Tavern will go over here. Table there. Ooh, you know what? Table here. Knickknacks. Nice and cozy in here, huh? And then some doors. Can we still get into these rooms? I think they can just walk through. This is all but pretty much empty rooms. Don't ignore the how crooked it is. Don't worry about that. 286 people now. The loyalty has skyrocketed. Look how green everything is now. So I think I fixed something. We have tons of food. We have metals finally coming in. The baker is working. We have no place to put the bread though, so we need to make sure we put that over here. There it all goes. Lots of bread. And I'm not selling the grain anymore, right? We changed the grain to leather, which is working. I know. Paddywhack, yeah. Hello, friend. We are a band of noble people keeping the peace in the region of Flansbeck. As you know, there are evil forces out in the world, bent on destruction and conquest. We, however, are lovers of peace. We'd like to offer our protection services, but soldiers have to eat, so we kindly ask you ship us a lot of money. Let's say 10% of your goods... What? Of your goods in order for us to keep the peace. It's quite the bargain. We await your reply and looking forward to hearing from you within 4 days. Scouts report these people have a force somewhere around 10 soldiers with 10% training and 9%. You get out of here. This is the mob? Is this protection money I'm paying up? All right. All right. All right. I didn't have to do. I didn't want to have to resort to this. Yeah, I did. Let's go build ourselves a military. So we need. Oh, combat training is 500. I need 500 for that. I think I can still do it though, right? Even without. Where do I get that? Military. Yeah, training ground. Archer range. Hey, we need bows and arrows. Let's just get this one for now. Training grounds, I think, are big. We'll do like a 20 by 20. If I can do it right. There we go. Oh, maybe not. I thought it needed to be pretty big, but maybe not. Okay, we'll put some dummies in here. Oh, I think I put it way too big. That's all we need, just like that. And it only, like, it's just, what am I trying to say? Like, whatever we put, they're not going to always use it. That's how many we can train at one time. That's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't have to be giant. Yeah. Awfully nice town you got there. It'd be a shame if anything were to happen to it. That's basically what just happened there. So that's going to be... We don't have any weapons, though. And I don't know if we can do that kind of thing. Let's see. We want to go and get a supply depot. But that's just for, like, armies on the world map. We're not doing that yet. I have... What are you? You're a smelter. You're missing ore. You just make bars, though. Is that thing I need to make to get someone to make me weapons? I can make a bowyer right now. Perhaps I should do that. Aspiring ally. Thanks for following. Let's do 2 of them. Let's get a archery range. No one's really near me. I'm on an island by myself. The other thing is we can do walls people can stand on also. Ooh, gatehouse, grand walls. Archery range. We'll do something like this right here. Okay, we'll make it a little bigger. Like that. Okay. But we want to also make a Fletcher and a bowyer. Doesn't have to be giant, I don't think. Okay. That's the bowyer, right? Yep. This will be my Fletcher. Right there. Okay. Looks like they war elephants. Yeah, that'd be great. Early access. Yeah, these guys are really good military guys. I think these guys, I got 79 of these Talapi. They like to fight things too. They'll be good military folks. I don't remember how to... I can recruit them if I remember... Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So I want... This is like my... This is for my, like, outside world military, though. Correct? Who was it that was threatening me? The only thing we have nearby is we've got Marinum, which is a garrison of 600. And these guys have a garrison of 300. It's about where I got to last time when it was my bedtime. And it's bedtime right now. I don't have a hydrate. Stop with how many hydrates are there? I don't have... Well, there's 2 of them. I don't have any more water. I'm thirsty. I'm very thirsty. Clavisara, thank you for the follow. Okay, there's some training going on. Terrence got a little beat up. Looks like his face is a little messed up. What happened to you, buddy? You alright? He's a little dirty, a little constipated. Well, you know what? Why don't I do this for you? Oops. Let me get you a bathroom. And we'll put it over here so you can, you can poop or whatever you want to do. Right there. What's missing over here? Bows and arrows. We're working on it. Missing lots of things. Let's get these trees chopped. Okay, and then we'll go stone road right through here. It's very important to go in armored, because if you don't have armor, you're going to die. I learned that last time. You must have forgot to pay. Very unwise. Never mind. We now have to come and collect what is owed ourselves. I will see you soon. The rebel army has spawned in the region of Flansbeck. Deal with them before they have time to equip themselves. Okay, so they're in Flansbeck. Do you know where Flansbeck? Flansbeck's right here. Do we see him? I don't see him on the map. So we have to go hit Flansbeck before they come get me. I guess we just hit Flansbeck. There's 276 people there. So there's only 10 of them attacking me, though. Oh, they're there. Children of Syx. All right. Yeah, let's get them. Let's try it. I haven't done this before. I'm excited. Okay. So we're going to go get ourselves an army. Looks like we have an army already of... folks. I don't care what you are. I want the Talapi and the Cantor to be in an army. Cantor, you need some melee training. I'm going to give... what do you like? You guys like melee training as well. The humans should be ranged, probably. Actually, 0.1. Accuracy, 0.5. Oh, you know what? You can be ranged. Humans do whatever you want. As far as armor, an armor smith, right? Before I can do that. Combat training. Where do I get that from? Refining. That's not going to be it. Clothes. You can make armor from the tailor with leather. Okay. Okay. I don't have a tailor. Let's tailor up right there. Give them a workbench. And a station. Be a little bit smaller workbench. Might not be big enough for a tailor. Capital under siege. Are they already here? Okay. Yeah, go away. Okay, so I guess they've arrived. They've arrived, I guess, with 10 people. Correct? Right? Dave. Okay. Now, I can recruit. Right. I don't know how to do this. There's their army right there. The Battle of Dave. 18 in my garrison. They got 10. Engage. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, no cavalry yet. We just got archers. Hey, Hester, how's it going? Now, these guys, we're going to put them out here in front of my throne, I guess. With that, they're down here. Yeah. Okay. You don't have any gear, do you? Nope. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna go well. Let's begin. You guys face the right way. That'll help out some things. There you go. Yeah, get up there. Make them come to us. Where are they at? Those are them. The evil black shirts. Okay. Example 1 why you shouldn't announce your attack. Okay, here we go. You guys are looking the wrong way again. You know what? You can turn around if you want. There you go. That's more like it. Where are they at? Okay, here they come. They're coming in. Ooh, in a nice orderly line. I like it. These guys are just standing around like a bunch of... Oh, they have weapons. They're going to kill us. They stop coming? Here they come. So they're sending in the scraps first, looks like. We do have something. We have hammers? That's what that is? Okay, well, go get them. Them. Ooh. Uh-oh. The guys with weapons have come in. Where are you going? Where they off to? Yeah. Kill them all. Get him. There you go. Ooh, that's my guy's blood, I think. Morale's good. That's, I guess, a good thing. Can restart. Hang out by the throne here, I guess. Hang on, go get that guy. What's he doing there? Is he dead? I won. All right. Yeah. I know what I was doing the whole time. Gods have smiled upon your name. Thanks, Ontinti. Praise, Ontinti. Victory is ours and our foe has been beaten. 1 less folk, 10 less of them. I got some captives? Well, yeah, capture all of them. Yeah. Of course. Okay, so now I have a garrison of 17. There it is. There it is. Too far away to attack. I don't know what that means. Guess I can only get guys that are around me here. I have points I can use to spend on things. No, I don't have any yet. I have no admin points. Never mind. Okay. It's my bedtime. Now open for immigrants, and trade. Was it not before? Okay. Oh, it wasn't because it was under siege. I think that's what I was trying to say. Okay. Well, let's whip up some armor and some bows. We got people that are learning to fight, but they don't have any weapons. I'm very short on furniture again, as always. As always. Where's the doors? There they are. Two more of those. Where my veggies at? My veggies, yeah. Okay, that'll bring in much more furniture, hopefully. We got plenty of wood. Everything I'm doing a long-term LP of this or another game for old time's sake. I mean, the way I do kind of do LPs from that now is just by streaming it multiple days. Like I figure, like say I play this game for a typical stream is like 3 hours or so. But say I play 3 streams of a game. I did that with, I think the last time I did that was like with Star Sector. I think I did four of those. So 4 times 3, that's 12 hours of Star Sector. Which back in the old LP days was 30-minute episodes. That's 24 episodes. That's an LP. That's a Let's Play. So, and I think it seems to work out a lot better with the way that the YouTube algorithm works and all that. It seems to be the way to do it. I gotta start getting rid of these. Let's start selling the meat. It's just gonna go in the trash. So, yeah, it's just the way YouTube is kind of programmed now, I guess. Like I noticed this the other day when I was watching some things, and I was watching a Let's Play, or trying to anyway. And like used to, it was never really an issue. Like if you're watching episode 35 of XCOM, it never really was much of an issue of it going to the next one. Episode 36. Recommended number 36, and whenever you got on YouTube when 36 was out, it was right there in front of you because you watched 35. It seems to not happen quite like it used to. Many times now I find myself if I want to see the next part of something, I have to go like searching for it or find the playlist. It just isn't. I don't know. It isn't. I guess designed like it used to be, where you know it would encourage Let's Plays. This doesn't seem to happen anymore. And so for it's hard to get a Let's Play going because you'll get with YouTube what you'll get like say you do 10 videos or whatever. The first 6 videos will do fine, and you'll get the recommendations and all that from YouTube, and then all of a sudden you'll go from good views, and all of a sudden it'll just plummet, and it's all just because it's nothing to do with how your video is or whatever. It just has to do with whether it's getting recommended or not, and it happens. It's worse and less as time has gone on. So, Vormithrax, yeah, Vormithrax. I've watched him play Cataclysm quite a bit. So, vote for another Kenshi playthrough. My other one is going on. It's on hiatus. I'll get back to it eventually. I need to just do one more video just to kind of a good end point until I pick it back up, I suppose. Yeah, you kind of have to do playlists. I just went through just the other day and added a bunch of playlists in. I got playlists just sort of, since I don't want to do Let's Plays anymore, I do sort of genre-specific things. We need beer. And so I went, I put in all of my stuff in, trying to think and talk at the same time, brewery. All my stuff sort of within genres together. It's like all my colony sims are in a genre. Know what I mean? And I did a poll on YouTube just the other day. Well, the other week I should say. And I didn't realize how many people use playlists. I use them occasionally, but not really that much. Maybe that's why I don't find the next part very well. I guess a lot of people do use them. And so I tried to organize some things with that. Try to get around some of the algorithm nonsense. I mean, I'm not like, I understand, I get the algorithm, you know, I get why it does what it does. So, just got to learn to like work with it, basically. I'm trying to think how to fit this thing in here. Maybe like that and that. Storage can go over here. Some auxiliary kettles. A riot. 5 rioters. Well, you know what? I ain't so concerned about 5 rioters. This place needs pottery. I don't have a lot of that. In fact, I don't have any of that. I rely on playlists as a viewer. Yeah, I don't know why it never really occurred to me that folks use playlists like that. It makes sense, you know, with the way that it since it doesn't recommend things like it probably should. It makes sense that playlists would become more popular. People were happy for a minute. Now they're all upset again. What is this? What is this? Are they hauling food around, I guess? If you're streaming on YouTube, I have a few good tactics to get you toward trending. Okay, thanks. If anyone, if anyone has a secret to YouTube, then don't listen to them. Basically, no one knows. Just the great secret of YouTube. How, you know, like everyone wants to know. How do you make it in YouTube? I don't know if I've made it, but I'm quite happy with where things are. My what I say is you gotta just stick with it, which is not a very encouraging thing. But that's all I got. Those trees, a bunch of trees are growing back. We'll take these trees out. Okay, for the first time ever, I see we have one. Oh, no more fish. Secret YouTube seems to drop it and go to Twitch. Not for me. YouTube is much more. YouTube is much better for me than Twitch. I moved over to Twitch originally just because enough murdering. Okay, they're out. I got kind of tired of having that algorithm and content creator thought in my head. I want to just kind of come over here and play games, and without having to worry about how it was affecting the algorithm and that kind of thing. And in the end, it actually ended up working better. I can't believe that My views went up. Watch time like tripled when I started switching over to just putting streams on the YouTube channel. And so everything has gone much better since I did that. So which is I think is odd, because I don't think most folks it seems most folks, they either do well on what's broken here. Something's broken. Eatery. Most folks seem to either do well on Twitch or well on YouTube. It's not usually, it doesn't usually work that way, but it's working, and so I will not argue with it. And I love it. It's great. For the most part, streaming was just like, you know, casual, just relaxed time for me. And if that's gonna do well, then I'm quite happy with that. I can sit back, just kind of play the games I want, play as long as I want, and it seems to go over really well. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. We had an army of 400, and I've got some archers here. I got a sizable group of archers. Make sure they got some bows. You don't need those. Just get yourself some bows. Oh, get yourself some quivers also. I don't think I have any armor. You, get, I don't know, get whatever. Do a little bit of everything, I guess. Twitch doesn't give attention to niche content creators. One thing interesting about Twitch, though, that I noticed, and again, it goes back to like trying to get that sort of those thoughts out of my head of whether I was putting out content, you know, for a live stream kind of thing. Something that Twitch is like, it doesn't seem to really matter. I mean, there's a few games which I know won't do well on like on a live stream for people to watch, you know, like D&D or whatever. Isn't gonna do what it's bringing the viewers, you know, like a normal video. But there would be days on YouTube. What's going on with this? Resources that are unattainable at your city before it can be performed. Like what? Oh, stone. Let's see. Hang on a second. Anyway, with Twitch, it doesn't seem to really matter what I play. I'm less bothered by, you know, your viewer counts or whatever, you know, whatever. I'm just having fun. But however, it always seems to be about the same amount. You know, whether I'm playing this or playing some random indie game, which I do every week, it's always about the same. There's never like big days and small days. It's all about the same. With YouTube, because of the way things recommended happen, you would have days where I'd get, you know, hundreds of folks in here. Sometimes a couple times over 1,000. I think in the 1,500s a few times. And other times it'd be like 50. And it didn't really matter what game I was playing. It just mattered whether YouTube wanted to promote or recommend my videos. And as much as I don't want it to be like get in your head, you know, that no one's watching today, but lots of people were watching yesterday, you know, it does. It can anyway. I don't have a potter yet. Let's get a potter. So that was the original thought for going to Twitch. You know, get that. Like, I don't worry about that. Just play games. Play whatever I want. Not have to worry about whether it's going to be okay for the channel or hurt the channel or whatever. And then, and even now, if I do a game and I think it'll be fine for YouTube, then I'll post it on YouTube. If not, no big deal. More of a have fun, relax with the community thing, where YouTube is more of a job. Well, YouTube became, I mean, this is still a fantastic, like, this is the best job ever. And I can't believe this is my job, right? YouTube, fantastic. But it does pay the bills. I'm supporting a family with this, with YouTube money. So I gotta be more cautious about what I do on YouTube, because let's say I'm on Twitch here and all of a sudden I play a couple games, no one likes it, and all of a sudden I lose everybody. I'm down to like 20 viewers on Twitch. No big deal, right? Doesn't matter. YouTube, I put out some bad videos. Algorithm stops recommending me because of that. I start losing money. I can't pay the bill. You know, that's why I'm much more cautious about what I do on YouTube, because it's important, right? So let's see here. So I can make an army, right? Ooh, there's a caravan going there. There's 291 people in that garrison, and there's 538 there. What if we try? Oh, you know what I want to do? Success on Twitch seems to be making friends with other streamers. TwitchCon. Oh, TwitchCon. I don't know if I can handle a room full of streamers. I don't know. I'm gonna make a catapult. Where do I make it? Is this for like a defense catapult? Maybe I should put some walls up. Or can I bring it with me? Like a stone building. What does it do? What do I do with that? So I could do that and then put whatever room I want in there. Is that what that's all about? I didn't put any torches out ever. I was going to do... reason I did this 3 wide so I can put some torches down. Yeah. Okay, so let's go over here. So catapult done, right? Catapult done. What do I do with you? Control artillery pieces in the battle view. Okay. Now, can I... How do I rate? I forgot. A very important thing I need to get is one of... Where's it at? Army Supply Depot. I forgot. This is important. There we go. Twitch is better at tell me when streams are happening than YouTube is. Yeah, for sure. When I did do YouTube and Twitch, I would always try to get folks to subscribe or follow on Twitch, because Twitch would send the notification. YouTube wouldn't always do that. Okay, so we need... Oh, we gotta make rations also. Okay. Do I just select that? Oh, it's one thing. Okay. We knew that one. You do bows, I guess. I guess I'll make a few of these. I need to get rations made. I forget where to do that at. Oh, dungeon. Where's the ration maker? Go. Okay. Hey, Disrupted, how's it going? This is Dwarf Fortress, like, on steroids. This is what I would call this game. Dwarf Fortress at an epic scale, as they say. Let's see. I want to get... That's fine over there. I never got a temple in here. I still never made one of those. Ration Man will make... Oh, it needs pottery. Well, I got a potter, right? So it's going to take all that clay that I'm selling. And make some pottery. Yeah, you stop that. I don't know what to sell now. What should we sell? We have a lot of cotton. I might need it, though. We sell some coal. I'll sell coal, but I won't sell all of it. Minus the Z levels. Yeah. Recommend getting 500 population, get paper going, make administration tax food for your rations. Tax for food for your rations. Still remember, it was your old Dwarf Fortress videos that got me into Dwarf Fortress back in the day. Thanks, Aster. You know, that's one thing about this that I've never seen, even in the old days, I've never seen any, like, sluggishness at all. Here we are, 450 people in town. Smooth sailing. We got 292 people in their garrison, so we got to make sure we go take them out. We have an army of 154. Can I have more? Okay, we don't care about that. Yeah, just right, 154. How do I add another division in? Oh, here, we'll just do this. We don't need necessarily another division. We just need more. We've got a lot of these guys that want to fight. There's 86 of them. Yeah, you know what? Fight. I have 174 of these Cretonians. They like harmony and wooded structures. Maybe that's the best ones to fight. We'll bump them up a bit so folks can go and train. I got these guys also. I don't know if they're good fighters or not. They love death and destruction. Well, okay. Answers that question. And we'll give them, I don't know, a little training. Optimization is very, very important to game development. Well, as someone who plays a lot of early access games, I can tell you that is not the first thought of a lot of game developers. But most do, yeah, most do get there. Let's raise the employees here. Yeah. But especially as early in development as this one was, it's come a long way. I'm going to make another one of these. Get that potter done. We need a lot of pots. Mostly we need clay, which should start coming in, though, now. Oh, I'm out of wood. I really need to go to bed. What time is it? Oh, yeah. I really need to go to bed. I really want to do this, though. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and finish this up. It's going to take a while. So I get a little framey after 1,500 population. Okay. I never made it that far. Instantly buy the game if it had orcs, elves, and other fancy creatures in it. Well, insane. Let me tell you what they have. Humans. We have giants. We have elves, essentially, but it's elves with teeth. Sort of. We have farming. Maybe these are like halflings. Farming and thrive in temperate, warm climates, preferably close to water. They're vegetarians. Harmony and wooded structures. Yeah, maybe those are halflings. We have dwarves called Dundorians. We have like ant insect folks that like to kill things, and we have bloodthirsty, angry elves. So there you go. Cretonians are like our orcs, pig-like but peaceful. I don't think of orcs as being very peaceful. They look like orcs, but I think they're probably more like the halfling kind of happy folk tribe. Orc halflings, yeah. Yeah. It's a little early in the morning, Captain Slip. Don't remind me. Happens every time I play this game. Cartemia, creepy insect Klingons. Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, they're the Klingon folk. Very creative. Again, I said this before. Very ambitious to not only do all this with this one game, solo dev, but then come in and like create a whole race thing, all the different races for the game, rather than just grabbing dwarves, elves, whatever. Clay over there. Okay, grab all that clay. It can now hold 75 workers in this place. GMT, no. It's just mountain time, not general mountain time. Mountain standard time, yeah. People are getting a little cranky. And there's a riot. 95 rioters. Ooh, things might get a little hairy now. I'm not really taking care of anyone. Oh, we did just lose a ton of population. Oh, people are getting smacked around by this guy. Tebow. What are you doing to those boxes? What's happening? Okay. What are you doing out in the water there, buddy? Rick? Okay. A little chaos. It's okay. It happens. We got some starving folks. Am I out of food? Oh, I'm out of food. When did that happen? I just looked at it just a minute ago. I just looked at it. I swear I did. Okay, there's some grain. Let's get some more veggies. Okay. Population is plummeting because the riot's over. Whew. I think we just lost 50 people. Yeah, it's an ant farm. Definitely. Yeah, there's some dead folks laying around. Our graveyard's getting a little more full today. Now, I can like build up my attack folks. We gotta send out. I don't have any rations yet, so we can't really do anything. We could try to charge out there, but it's not really gonna happen. So I forget how to do it. Also, there we go. We can recruit armies, but it doesn't do any good because, because the folks that are in town, right? I'm doing right. The garrison is just defenders. I can recruit from here and send them over there, but I have to. Ooh, graveyard grew a lot. I have to feed them. And there's just no clay at the moment. Yeah, I was wanting to see how big of a place I can get. That's why I have immigration on like that. Here's what we're going to do. I need to go to bed. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to play some of this tomorrow. I think I should be back tomorrow. And we'll play a little bit more of this. I really want to see what we can do about like getting an army going and like stomping through. You know, just do a little fighting. I want to capture a town. Flansbeck over here has been rubbing me the wrong way all day, and I want to take it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up for today. And we'll raise an army. We got to get... All we have to do really is wait for a ration maker to come in. It's going to take a little time. Get the ration maker built up so we can get some rations to feed our army. Get some supplies and give them bows and all that kind of stuff. And then send them off to go take a town. I want to claim this whole island. That's what I want to do. I don't think these guys have really grown anymore since we saw at the beginning, though. But look at all these wagons going around. They have multiple towns. They have armies hanging out, just sort of sitting there. 2,000 soldiers just standing around. I think it'd be really cool to see. I always get to this point of the game, and then I don't continue. Last time I didn't continue because I thought this update was coming out soon, and I was going to pick it up from there, which didn't really work out. So, yeah, 2,000 soldiers over there. So it'd be cool to see if we can maybe claim this island and see where we can get to. I want to see where I've never probably got to the late game, and I want to see that. So let's do that. Kingdom of Dave, yes. Flansbeck, Marinham, they won't even see us coming. We won't announce ourselves like the other guys did. All right, let's save. This is a new one. We're just going to call this one Dave. When this is over, we have something about Java. Whoops. And there we go. I'm going to bed. So, let's wrap it up. So thanks for sticking with me all today.